Folks, Srini here from Techie Investor. Today we will dive deep into the world of semiconductor stocks and see if it is a good time to buy these stocks. So what's been happening in the semiconductor world? Basically, because of the current market fluctuations, right, with all this, whether the interest rates will go up or down, and if the inflation is going to remain high, those kind of concerns were causing the semiconductor stocks to be very volatile, and most of them dropped down significantly, at least 10%. Now, with the recent turn of events, like on September 17, 2024, Fed announced the cuts, right? Fed announced the cut of 50 basis points. So how would this affect the semiconductor stocks? That's what we're going to discuss today. So as we all know, the semiconductor stocks are predominantly used in a lot of consumer items such as laptops, phones, and even cars. But if the economy is not being doing good, or if the macroeconomic conditions are not good enough, there will be a lot of cut in consumer spending, and that would in effect affect the demand for the semiconductors also. But however, with the interest rates being cut, there is an expectation that the demand is going to increase, and that would in turn increase the demand for the semiconductor stock. That's why when the Fed cut September 7 or rates on September 17, the semiconductor stocks have been zooming up, right? But will it remain strong for the 2024? That we'll see, sir. Before we go further, I also wanted to talk about what is the current trend, what is the significant trend that is affecting for the semiconductor stocks, and that is, as you all know, is artificial intelligence and how this has been incorporated into the data centers, right? So if you take the significant theme of the semiconductor stocks, it has been 5G. With the advent of 5G, the semiconductor chips have a very predominant use. And then we also have the IoT, which is from the companies. These are all I'm talking from the enterprise level, right? So IoT is one of them, the 5G, and then the AI. These are the three significant thematic schemes that will work for semiconductors. Now, according to a lot of analysts, they are saying that is it like are the semiconductor stocks being overcapacity, or are they still there some demand? That's the question, right? But a lot of analysts feel that this downtrend that happened in semiconductors before the rate cuts has been a boon for a lot of investors, and the demand is still there, and we should see the surge in the price of the stocks. That's what it is. That's what they're saying. So it seems to be true in a way, because every company that has been reported has given a very good earnings. Reason being the Micron Technologies, the stock really went up after the earnings, and they also gave what's the most good thing about it was they gave a good earnings, but they also predicted that they have a significant earnings surge in the coming quarters. So they're very, very bullish on the upcoming earnings because of the AI, because they all believe that AI is here to stay and it would make a big impact on in all areas of life. Okay, so this is from the fundamental side. But I also want to show you from the technical side how it looks. Okay, so for that, let's look into the charts. So if we are SMH is a ETF, semiconductor ETF that tracks most of the stocks in the US market, or in the western side of the world. And of course, today, as we all know, there's a lot of competition also coming up from China. They have been so the competition is heating up. But is there enough demand, and will these stocks surge? Let's look at it technically from now on, from the charts. Okay, so that's what we wanted to see. So if you look at SMH has the basket of stocks. It includes the main component, the main stocks of this ETF is NVIDIA, Avgo, AMD, and TSM, those kind of stocks. So definitely those are the stocks we will be trading usually, right? So let's look at it. Now, if you look at, let's enlarge this. If you look at the weekly seems to be very, very bullish. It is above the EMA 821 cloud, and it is above the Ichimoku cloud. So which means it's very, very bullish. It fell for 4 weeks. It fell for 5 weeks, and now it has been rising for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks. So now we know what is the next target. The next target is the top of the Bollinger Band, which is 278. So that gives me an indication because it is above the EMA 21 and it is definitely poised to go here. And also we have the trend line that is on the top of it, which is at 298. So definitely SMH is looking poised to go to 300 in the near future. So what does it mean for the other stocks? Definitely NVIDIA, AMD's, your NVIDIA's, AMD's, Argos should go up along with SMH because they form the most percentage of this ETF. Now, if you look again from the daily, let me enlarge it for you. The daily also looks very bullish. If you take the near-term trend, the near-term trend is like around 260. The 260 seems to be a good target for this one. So that's where it wants to go. And if it crosses this, if you look at this Fibonacci retracement, it went up to 25%. So there's a very good chance of going to 286. So, but the first target would be 268. So looking at these charts, for me, everything seems to be above the Ichimoku cloud and as well as above the EMA 821 cloud. So that looks very, very bullish for me. So if you ask me, what is the prediction for the rest of the 2024? I would say it's very, very bullish because with all the indicators, it is definitely going up. And also on the strength of the trend is a little bit low. It is like right now at 18 for the ADX for the weekly is at 18 and the ADX for daily is at 14. And if it gets greater than 25, the trend is going to be very, very strong. So definitely, if you are a very conservative investor, wait for this trend ADX indicator to get more than 25 so that you can play it. But if you're an aggressive investor, play small and go along with the trend. So that's what I wanted to share with you folks. Hope this information is valuable to you. At Techie Investor, we create a lot of top-notch videos describing about the market trends, the risk management, and the current trading strategies that you can use to create consistent profits and to reduce your losses. So definitely do subscribe to our channel and hit the bell button so that you can receive notifications whenever we publish new videos. So with that, I'll catch you in the next one.